Morning, beautiful people. Welcome to today's market color session, being the 11th of April 2025. So good to have each and everyone around for the market color session. I'd like to crave your indulgence to kindly share the link to these market color sessions with everyone on your various social media platforms so that this can get to as many people as possible. Right, so I'll be giving us 30 seconds to do that. And right after that, we're heading straight to the chart for the analysis for today. All right, for this segment of the analysis, or the market color session rather, I will be analyzing the XY, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Right after that, coming up for his own analysis on gold and the yen basket. Right, so for the XY on the monthly time frame, we're seeing price still maintaining its bullishness, but down to the weekly time frame, right here, we can see the classic box pattern. Shoulder right here, sweep break, price returned into the shoulder and tapped into this very other block right here at 110.658. And we're even seeing up push to the downside. Price wants to close above this very low right here at this very low at 100.197. Into next week, we should see price properly closing below this very low right here. Right. Please confirm if you can hear me. And on the daily time frame, kindly type in the chat box if you can hear me, just to confirm. Can you hear me? Thank you so much, Mr. Oluwaseyi. Right, so on the daily time frame, pretty much the same thing, really. We're actually seeing price even breaking lower, right? So I can actually spot this very fair value gap right here. The price may come back to fill, right? And this very other block right here that we may see price retracing to fill before continuing its journey to the downside. And on the 4-hour time frame, pretty much we're even seeing more push to the downside, and there are gaps right here that price should fill this fair value gap right here. I'm using the word should because this is largely a game of probabilities right here. So price should either fill the very gap right here at 102.351, or I'm just marking out a various points of interest that we want to see price coming to fill. Or price should fill the gap at 101 rather spot 479. And on the 1-hour time frame, what am I pretty much looking out for? I can see the classic box pattern right here. Shoulder right here, sweep break. Price should retrace into the shoulder at 102.607 on the 1-hour time frame. You should see that happening subsequently. If price doesn't react all these levels that we have marked from 4-hour time frame, then price should retrace into 102.607. Left shoulder right there, right? And 15 minutes time frame too, pretty much. Shoulder, quick sweep to the upside, and then it break down. Should see price retracing into 102.607. And of course, where price is right now is quite a dicey place to sell from, because we always do not want to sell at discount. We want to see price retracing into some premium level before we pull the trigger for sales on the XY. So the XY for today, I'm still seeing a sell on the dollar. And of course, I want to see price retracing into our various points of interest before, selling off. And on GBP USD, the monthly time frame still maintaining its bearish move. And on the weekly time frame, a classic box pattern right here, shoulder sweep break, price actually retraced and tapped into this very left shoulder. Then we saw some reaction to the downside. And on the daily time frame too, on the daily time frame, shoulder right here, sweep break, price actually retracing to 1.32279, and we saw some push to the downside. Ideally, it's looking like price just came to, fill up this very fair value gap at 1.27448, and we're seeing even more push to the upside, right? So I'm actually bullish on GBP USD, right? Of course, this was actually a sweep of this liquidity residing right here, right? Price swept this liquidity, and we saw some push to this very level. Then we're seeing price trading to the upside. Where do I think price is coming to? Price is coming for this very high. This is the target for price, the high at 1.32046. And you may be wondering where we can, enter to take opportunities of this buy on GBP USD on 4-hour time frame. There's a shoulder right here at 1.28359. Shoulder right here. Sweep break. Price should retrace into the shoulder at 1.28359. You may see price retracing before buying all the way to take out the high at 1.32046. And on the 1-hour time frame, pretty much there's shoulder right here, sweep break. If there's price should return into the shoulder at 1.28359 before riding all the way to the upside. Of course, we are waiting for this retracement because we always want to buy at discount. We want to buy at discount, and this level is some premium discount level. So this is my outlook on GBP USD for today. I'm looking out for, a sell to buy, right? Overall, I want to buy GBP USD, but where price is right now is very dicey. I don't want to be caught buying when price has bought all the way. I want to see some pullback, some retracement before taking the buy on GBP USD. And on the monthly time frame for USD, we're seeing this moves to the downside, right? And it looks like price has, swept this very liquidity right here on the monthly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, wow, I was actually looking out for price to, sweep this very double top. When you come to daily time frame, you'll see it right there. All right, so ideally, there's the box pattern right here that price was supposed to respect. Shoulder sweep break, price returned into 1.11513, reacted a bit and felt like it was going to sell off. Subsequently, we can see that price has cleared out this very double top that I was actually looking out for, right? Because euro is very strong paired against GBP. We can see that euro is actually stronger than the pound. So explains why we're seeing even more push, more rapid push to the upside than we are seeing on GBP USD, right? So on the 4-hour time frame, we're even seeing that prices to the upside, right? It's not relenting. And this is presently a premium. And on the 1-hour time frame, looking out for where to actually enter the buy from. I will wait for price to retrace. This is very dicey. And one of the traits we want to have as traders is the ability to wait for our setup to come to us and not just keep jumping into the market because we think that this is what the market wants to do. So at least I should be looking out for price to retrace into 1.10085 before, taking the buy on Euro USD. This buy has already gone. It should break a bit and retrace into 1.10085 on the 1-hour time frame before continuing its journey all the way to the upside. right? Price is breaking even higher on Euro USD, and we're not seeing it relenting soon. On the 15 minutes time frame, pretty much, right? Right here, shoulder right here, sweep break. Should wait for price to retrace all the way to 1.10281. If you're not patient enough to see price retracing into this very left shoulder for the buy on Euro USD, then you can actually look out for opportunities to catch the retracement all the way to 1.10281. PPI comes out today on USD by 1:30 p.m. Do well to apply proper risk management and trade with caution, capital preservation, putting what you can afford to lose, right? Right. So this is my outlook for today. Is sell on the XY, buys on GBP USD and Euro USD. Please, if we have questions at this point, we can type in our questions. Right. While we're still doing that, registration for the FX bootcamp training is currently ongoing. Box pattern strategy is actually just 1 over the number of strategies we have in entering the market. So if you want to know how to trade using other strategies that we use in entering the market, then signing up for the FX Bootcamp training is a good place to begin. So check us up on 081 6099 5030, and we will give you the whole process on how to go about registration and enrollment for the training. Right, so I can't see questions in the chat box. I want to assume that the analysis was a bit clear, pretty clear. Right, so we'll be going on a very brief break. And right after that, Lekon coming up for his analysis on gold and the end basket. Don't go anywhere. See you in a very brief moment. Cheers and God bless.
A beautiful morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Market Follow brought to you by the Value Flow Trading Team. It's a great morning here, and that was a very beautiful analysis. So this morning we'll be going into the analysis of the precious metal, and from there we are going to take a look at what is going on in Japan. Then we'll wrap it up with the yen correlated pairs. All right, so let's start with the precious metal this morning. Just as we've said, for the past few months, the precious metal has been in a very bullish trend. Just as you can see, it's been discovering highs, all right, or new all-time high, all right. And even on the weekly time frame, we know that it happens to be the most preferred safe haven set right now, and that is where everybody's moving their money into the precious metal, particularly looking at what is going on between the US and China. So the trade tariff going on, and even across every countries from the United States. So everybody now wants to hold their investment in terms of the precious metal, knowing fully well that that won't depreciate. All right. But if you can see on the daily weekly time frame, we are still very much bullish. While even on the daily time frame too, we are heavily bullish all the way to the upside, particularly since price already came to POI. If you can see this clearly, you're going to observe how that price came to our POI somewhere here. This particular level, you see that is the flip zone where we expect price to turn from, all right, to continue its bullish trend all the way to the upside. But the momentum was very high because we truly believe yesterday into today should be more of a pullback for the today should yesterday close of yesterday session, the New York session into the Asian sessions should be a pullback for the precious metal, but we can see it was a very great momentum all the way to the upside, right? And that is also telling us a new story of what we should expect moving forward. Now, if you look at it from the 4-hour time frame, we are going to observe a failed boss pattern. And when a boss pattern failed, you know that is a story entirely. Again, that is another story telling us that there is another entry somewhere else. You can see how that price create a shoulder here, the sweep and the forceful break, leaving liquidity here. So our plan was price should sell off all the way to this down part, then buy all the way to this shoulder point, and when we see sell signatures around that level, we can easily follow it a bit to the downside. But you can see price was heavily bullish and broke out of that region. And since price broke out of that region all the way to the upside, then what should be our next expectation? So what we should be expecting now for the precious metal is this, that since price already broke to the upside, then we should expect price to pull back a bit into that shoulder, then we pick it up from there all the way to the upside again. We are moving up again. So it should be a flip zone. And you can see as it violates that the shoulder, you see how it created a fair value gap inside of it. So we are expecting price to retrace a bit to that level, then we follow it to the upside. Now the question is, do you want to follow price all the way down here? You don't want to be in the opposite direction of the trend, all right? Instead, the trend is your friend until it ends, remember. And if you look at it from the 1 hour time frame, all we are seeing is the bullish momentum all the way to the upside, all the way. Is a very long bullish move. You can see it now. So all we are expecting is more of a pullback for the precious metal so that we can easily follow through to the upside. But we've not seen any market structure shift for this pullback. Let's check on the 15 minutes if you are going to see, but I would advise you don't trade against the trend. Yes, someone will say, yes, we see an entry signature for a sell here, very true. And even where price retraced back to, can easily sell all the way back down. But if you are going to take that trade, it's going to be a low probability trade, meaning selling from where price is currently with your SL just above the Asian high, all right? And we are targeting this flip zone. So that is going to be a good one if you want to do, but it is a low probability trade because the overall trend is still an uptrend. All right, so that is that for the precious metal. Let's quickly get to Japan to see what is going on in Japan. Yeah, for Japan, we've seen how that the yen basket played out exactly our analysis sometimes last week. And on Monday, we said we want to see if price is going to close above this particular high where we have it here. If price is going to trade above this high, then it's going to tell us a new, narrative for the yen basket, meaning we are going long. But we see all throughout the week, after the massive push to the upside, price is still consolidating again. And where exactly is price heading to? We are still within this range that we are. So we've seen the retracement to the downside, and now we are seeing the push to the upside again. So what then do we expect to see? Now, what I'm going to say as regard the yen basket for the rest of this week, I mean, for the remaining trading hours, knowing fully well that today is Friday and next week is going to be a lot of interest rate play across board, and that is going to bring some level of more volume into the yen basket. All right, now what we expect now is that the yen basket should trade all the way towards this top, and if by any means we see price clear this top and closes above it, then we know we are going long for the next few months for the yen basket. All right. If you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, we are going to observe that we see how that price, really push all the way up. But we see the massive sell-off sometimes.
Good morning. Lekon is having a bit of a hitch with his network. Please kindly bear with us while he's trying to sort that out. He's not done with the analysis. Thank you very much. Apologies, Mr. Lewis. He's having a bit of an issue coming up. So we'll just have to end the analysis here. See you by 2 p.m. for the New York session. Cheers and God bless.